Hey everybody, my name is Sam and welcome back to Green Acre Homestead. This is part 5 of the DIY greenhouse. Today, I'm framing the roof. Alright, got the camera set up over here on the tripod, but I'll also give you guys a point of view here with the GoPro. I'll climb up here, find a place to clamp this. Take me just a second, hang on. All right, so I'm sighting down this 2x6 to find where the crown is. I want to make sure it's bowed up. If it bows at all, it needs to bow up. There we go. All right, the hard part is going to be to put it on that end down there and then this one, or vice versa. Let's see if I can get that end down there done first. Have to get down and then back up. We'll make sure this is plumb, which I don't have my level. So let me tack this in place, get my level, and I'll be right back. Should keep it from falling on me, I hope. All right, this end is secure. This end is secure. It's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to fall off. It's braced up well. This is only temporary. What really is going to hold the weight of this ridge are going to be the rafters that are added on later. So I'm not worried about really making this a rock solid joint just yet. I will come back and add stuff later, but I got to see where my rafters line up so I don't get in my way of my rafters with blocking. Next up is to go over there and do the exact same thing on that side. Pinned up pretty good. Not going to go where it is stable enough to move, or not to move. And now I can start framing my rafters and cut them to place and keep on keeping on with this project. The ridge beam is in place, and that was pretty easy. As you can see, this is a method of doing it one person. Angel should be out here helping me in a little bit. She's finishing up some things in the house, but I'm taking advantage of not having any rain, because rain is coming. We've had a lot of rain lately, to just get work done. Like I'm working, that's what I'm doing. With the ridge beam in place, now I can grab some 2x4s, which are my rafters, hold them up, scribe the mark, cut them, and put them in place. I hope this goes easily and quickly, so cross your fingers, dot your I's, and cross your T's for me. Not that spelling makes a difference, but either way, let's go. All that process was me finding the exact cuts to make for this rafter, and then double checking it and cutting it and double checking and double checking and cutting to allow me to know that I can copy this one and repeat it for this entire side of the greenhouse. So, and I just brought up the chop saw, and we're gonna start chopping these things out. And yeah, that's what we're doing. So this process is going pretty quick, so I took it off a time lapse to let you guys see, kind of talk a little bit about it. We got the template here on top. Angela lines up that end down there, and then down here I have to make my mark for the bird's mouth cut, which is this part. Then we move it down a little bit. She holds that end, and I take the circular saw and I cut as far as I can. And then with the other saw, I finish out the cuts. That's it. I've got all the pieces cut. Time to get up here and put them in place. They are going to match right on top of every single wall stud so that it looks uniform and is strong, and honestly, so I don't have to think as much for my rafter spacing. I just line them up and we're good. So, keeping it easy. My plan of attack is to attach all the rafters on the bottom first and then move to the ridge beam and put them up there, and I'll use my speed square to make sure they're squared up and everything so that they're correct. So, there we go. Let's go. There is half of the roof done. Woo-hoo! And it wasn't too bad, I guess. I mean, it wasn't easy, but nothing's ever easy, so it wasn't too bad. No. That strap we used to fix the bow in the ridge beam. It bowed in the middle, so we used the strap to pull it over as best we could, and it worked. Got it done. Next step is to go ahead and start framing and building the other side of the roof. Now, the reason I didn't cut all the rafters just all exactly the same for both sides is because I know the left and right side are not the same. It's not the way it's going to work. So I'll make a template for one, and then I'll check it all the way down, and if it looks good, then I'll replicate it and copy it. If it doesn't, I'll adjust. Yay! We are done! Woohoo! Framing the roof. I still have to put in collar ties, so anyone of you going to say collar ties, don't worry, I'm going to do it. For those of you who don't know what collar ties are, stay tuned. I'll show you next time. But thank you for your help.
I had asked to.
Yeah. Yeah, but you knew what it was once I said the horizontal boards.
I guess.
Okay. Just trying to help you out. Anyway, that is it for today and part 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's 5 of the greenhouse build. I don't know. For this part, that's the end. I accomplished what I wanted to with the short little time we had to work with. Overall, it went okay. It wasn't too difficult. The hardest part was
fighting the wind.
Fighting the wind. That's what you struggled with a lot. Of course, you got a big, giant hat you wear.
Yeah.
But you like that. That's your favorite hat, right?
It is.
Cool. Are we talking about a hat?
It's very important.
It is. Hat.
Toolery.
Toolery. Welcome to Toolery Talk.
I don't wear jewelry. I wear toolery.
That's right. All right, everybody. We appreciate you watching as always. Leave us a comment down below. We love reading them. And we'll see you next time.
Next time.
Where?
On the homestead.
Bye.
Bye.
I wanted to go ahead and finish out this whole video to finish out the framing of the roof with the collar ties, ridge rafters, board busters, whatever you want to call them. They stiffen up the rafters and really lock it all together. The only thing this greenhouse is ever going to have to support is itself, the plastic, and then whatever snow we might get, which honestly hasn't been that much in the past 5 years. Even when we do get snow, it will melt very quickly out here in the in the southern heat and sun. That's what seat is. So I'm not too worried about it. Not having a collar tie on every single rafter, really, it doesn't need it. There's 3 in the middle. Both of the ends act as 2 more, so there's 5 total on a 16-foot span. It'll be all right. All right, guys, that completes the roof, rafter, framing, build, whatever. We can get a big old fat done stamp and stamp it. The roof framing is done.